Hello dear students, welcome to Varsha Tutorials. So students of standard 7th, let us continue with science, lesson number 6, measurement of physical quantities, part 2. To watch part 1 of same lesson, that is measurement of physical quantities, you can click the link given in the description below. Children, this is a handspan, and if you measure length of your table by the handspan, and suppose you get 5 handspan, and same table, if you ask your younger brother to measure it, will he get same handspan? Of course not. He may get 7 handspan or 8 handspan. Why is it so? Of course, because the size of the handspan of yours is bigger than the size of the handspan of your younger brother. The size of the handspan for each individual varies. It is not same. Therefore, if you measure anything, say the length of the table or length of the cloth, you will not be getting uniform. It will vary from person to person. So therefore, measuring anything with handspan is not reliable. Also, if you measure volume of the milk by the glasses, you will get volume of the milk different each time, because the size and shapes of different glasses are different, and each time if you use different glasses, you are likely to get different volumes of the milk or any other liquid when you are using non-calibrated glasses. So if you use calibrated mugs like this, you will get perfect volume, and so this mug is standard instrument for measuring the volume. Similarly, this instrument is also called as standard instruments for measuring the milk, which is used by milkmen coming to our house. Then what is cubit? It was used during ancient time in Egypt. So distance between man's elbow to the tip of middle finger is called as cubit. Also, along with the handspan, body parts like footstep and arm length was used for measuring different things, length of different things. Also, rope was used for measuring the length of different things. But as the size of the body parts of each individual is different, there was a lot of confusion and there was no uniformity. Therefore, standard measurement was adopted. Standard measurement means the measurement will be uniform throughout. Therefore, now prevailing system of measurement is MKS system and CGS system. In MKS system, distance is measured in meters, mass in kilograms, and time in seconds. Whereas in CGS system, distance is measured in centimeters, mass in grams, and time in seconds. Unit of time is same for both MKS as well as CGS system. Now please go through units of various quantities in MKS as well as CGS system. In MKS, mass is expressed in kilograms, and in CGS it is expressed in grams as told earlier. Again, distance is expressed in meters in MKS and centimeters in CGS, whereas time is expressed in seconds in both MKS as well as CGS system. Now speed is equal to distance upon time, and unit of distance is meter upon time. What is unit of time? It's second. So unit of speed is meter per second. Also in CGS, again speed is equal to distance upon time, and in CGS distance is expressed in centimeters and upon time, and time is expressed in seconds. So unit of speed in CGS is centimeter per second. So now let us understand what are fundamental quantities. It is independent physical quantity that is not possible to express in other quantity. For example, length, time, mass, temperature, etc. are fundamental quantities because they are independent, that is they are not dependent on other physical quantities to express themselves. Neither it is possible for them to express in other quantity. Let's understand further. For example, let's take another example of speed. Now speed is equal to distance upon time. To express speed, it requires two fundamental quantities, that is distance and time. So that means speed is not independent quantity. It is dependent on distance and time. And therefore speed is called as derived quantity. So what a fundamental quantity? It is used as pillar for other quantities, that is derived quantities. That means derived quantities are dependent on fundamental quantities to express it. Further, what is the unit of the fundamental quantities? Let's see. What is unit of length? Of course, it is meters. What is unit of time? Of course, it is second. Unit of mass is kg and temperature is Kelvin. Now, the units used to express these fundamental quantities are called as standard units. Okay, I hope you have understood up to this. Now, let us continue further. Now let's see what is International System of Units or SI system of unit. SI is abbreviated or short form from French word System International. It is based on 7 fundamental units like seconds, meter, kilogram, ampere, Kelvin, mole, candela. Now in standard 7th, we are not going to study ampere, Kelvin, mole, candela. We are going to study it in higher standards. But for standard 7th, you just keep these 3 units in mind. That is meter, which is used to express quantity length, kilogram, which is used to express quantity mass, and second, which is used to express quantity time. Okay, and also you have to understand the symbols of the following units. That is M is symbol for meter, kg is symbol for kilogram, and seconds is symbol for S is symbol for second. Okay. So children, before we proceed further, let us understand what is accuracy. It means how close a measurement comes to its true value. Let us understand what actually it means. Suppose your mother tells you to bring 1 kg potatoes from a vegetable vendor for 3 consecutive days. That means true value is 1 kg. And on first day, you bring 1.15 kg. Next day, you bring 1.20 kg. And on third day, you bring 1.05 kg. Okay. So which value is close to 1 kg? Of course, 1.05 kg. So 1.05 kg is more accurate than 1.15 kg or 1.20 kg. That is, this value 1.05 kg is close to 1 kg, which is true value. So here in this case 1.05 is more accurate than 1.15 kg or 1.20 kg. Okay. Importance of accurate measurement. How accurate measurement depends on its purpose. For example, if I tell you to bring 5 kg potatoes, then you may bring few more also or few less also. That is, when you are bringing little bit more or less, there is no loss to the vegetable vendor also and no profit for you also, or no loss for you also. So both are not at profit or loss by merely bringing little grams more or less. But what about the precious items like gold, silver? Will the jeweler be at loss if he gives you more little milligrams of gold more? Of course, yes, because it's precious and its value is more in rupees or in dollars. Okay, so therefore, very accuracy is needed to measure metals like gold, silver, platinum, etc. And for this, simple balance will not be enough. For this, we need very accurate balance which can measure grams as well as milligrams, because even milligrams measurement matters in case of valuable metals like gold, silver, platinum, etc. So accuracy is very important in case of valuable metals. Let us see this point further. Children, if I ask you the timing, you will reply in hours and minutes. For example, 6 hours 52 minutes. You will say 6:52. That is, your answer will be in hours. That is 6 hours and 52 minutes. You will not consider seconds or milliseconds. Okay, so that means in daily life, we don't consider seconds and milliseconds. We are not very accurate. But in sports events, this watch will not work. Milliseconds and seconds very much matter in the sports events. Therefore we have like this stopwatch which measures seconds and milliseconds also. So importance of accurate measurement lies in its purpose. That is, in the daily life we don't consider seconds and milliseconds. That is, we are not very accurate. But in sports events we have to be very accurate. That is, we have to consider seconds and milliseconds. Children, do you know it took Chris Whitty, American speed skater and racing cyclist, just 130 milliseconds to become Olympic gold medalist in 2002. Children, Whitty's closest competitors in 1000 meter speed skating in same year, that is 2002, lost just by 1/10 of the second. So a fraction of second was all it took to determine whose anthem was played once the race was over. So in the sports events, milliseconds and seconds plays very important role. Okay, also children, do you know Usain Bolt? Yes, an all-time champion sprinter and a gold medalist in Olympics. But last year he was defeated in 100-meter final by American Justin Gatlin and Christian Coleman at World Championship in London by just few milliseconds. So you can ask importance of few milliseconds to Usain Bolt, who lost his title of World Championship. So children, I hope you have understood this topic, and if you have really understood, please complete the following assignment in your science notebook. I hope you will all complete it very much sincerely, and if at all you don't know answer of any question, please watch the video again. So thanks for watching, dear students. And yes, you have forgotten to hit the like button. And if you feel that my video is going to help your other friends and relatives, don't forget to share it with them, because knowledge sharing is knowledge squaring. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel. For more updates, hit the bell icon.